Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cinderella. Thank you for this interview.
Bruce,
Yes, ma'am.
when did you come to my wedding on Friday?
I believe I came on Friday.
Okay. When did you come here on 50?
On 50, I believe that was on the 6th Saturday of the 14th month.
Okay. When were you not coming here to my wedding when you were dancing at your own wedding?
Well, I wanted to dance with my wife, and I knew that you had your wedding, but I knew my new wife would be furious if I didn't show up to our wedding, so I couldn't dance with you at your wedding, but hopefully on your anniversary I can come and dance with you, and your prince can stay in the dungeon.
Yeah, because I'll need you to be my prince because my prince is under a spell.
Yeah. He hasn't looked very well since that spell started.
Okay. When did you dance start here when you've been on your wedding for a long time when you didn't eat any food or take pictures?
Well, when I wasn't eating a lot of food, I started getting really thin, and I didn't want anybody taking pictures of me because I know if you look really thin, people think that you're too poor to buy food, and I didn't think people wanted me to be poor, so I fattened myself back up, and I've been taking lots of pictures now.
Okay. When did you started getting some papers out?
Well, I started getting some papers out because I wanted to make sure that I had all my contracts situated, so in case my new wife decided to leave me because I was dancing with you on our anniversary, that she couldn't take all my stuff in my castle.
Oh, well that's different because my wife didn't do that. Because she was my mom and I was under a spell and I turned into a boy.
Really?
Yep.
That is quite the story. You're under a spell that turned you into a boy that made you marry your wife that was your mother. How'd you get out of that spell?
I was going to my house and I washed the spell off with soap and water. I rinsed my whole body with the water hose and the fireman helped me. So that's when I started going to my house. So my prince started getting to a spell. So I made a prince. So I figured out so it was gonna be you. Instead you're a boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome that you can wash spells off with soap and water. I had no idea. Hello, Fan. It's nice to meet you.
Bruce.
But I need you to step back.
Bruce.
We'll take pictures later. Thank
Bruce.
you. Okay,
Bruce.
yes?
When did you started to wash your clothes on Friday?
Well, I started to wash them on Friday because I found out if I did it on Saturday, people knew I was washing my clothes on Saturday, and they would come and they would steal my socks.
Okay, so that's why you did it on Friday. So you remember, kids, when somebody steals your stuff, you gotta buy from the store.
Yes.
So Bruce has to. So if he did it right now, then he would be good and he would be able to come to my wedding and work.
Yes.
And I don't know where's my wedding on Friday, but now I do because my mother brought me here. So I noticed the way and I got another friend coming up, but she's not here yet.
Awesome. Yeah, if they're going to steal my stuff, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to go to the store and I'm going to buy stuff. And that'll teach them.
Yeah, and as they steal them again, you gotta buy glue and stick them to something and stick the glue on to its glue, and they will not be able to take it. But as they have scissors and cut it and try to steal it, it would just cut on their scissors, so they won't be able to steal it. But as they're very strong and pull it off, then you'll have to get some brick sauce.
Brick sauce? Okay. I'll have to get some brick sauce. Where do I get brick sauce?
Out Mary State.
At Murray State. They sell brick sauce there.
Because
you know
they brought some.
Yeah.
They brought some on their wedding.
Yeah. They might not have a good football team or basketball team, but they can get you the best brick sauce. That's awesome.
Yeah, and they found that on Murray, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah?
Murray, Kentucky.
That's where they invented brick sauce?
Because they had 100 brick sauce and they buy it because they dress it up like people that needed brick sauce.
So not only is Murray, Kentucky known for the world's tallest tree stump, but they also invented brick sauce.
Yep. So Bruce.
Yes.
When did you started taking pictures from your bone? When your bone was broken, that was called a saying when the doctor did that to you.
Well, I figured I should start taking pictures right away of my broken bone so the doctor could see how many pieces it was broken in, and then he could fit them back together and use some of that brick sauce to heal my bones, and that's why I'm the strongest man in the world.
Okay, Bruce.
Okay.
When did you started going to my party on to yours when you didn't come to mine?
Well, at that time when you were having your party, it was a time when I wasn't happy with you because you told everyone that I was too skinny because I was on my diet, and you made everyone laugh at me. So I threw my own party, but of course nobody came to my party. They were all at your party, and so I just cried all night.
Oh, well, I hope I could cheer you up.
Okay.
Because Jesus is here to help you. So I could.
Where?
He's the one who's everywhere, and you can't really see him, but he's sitting right down here.
Hi, Jesus.
He's not that little, but he's sitting by both of us.
Oh, okay.
But wherever he's sitting, you can't really know where he's sitting. But I don't know where he's sitting. Maybe he's sitting right here.
It could be.
Let's write that on.
Okay. We got that good. That's a good story.
Okay. When did Jesus started coming to the children when the children started walking to Jesus?
Well, Jesus never had a beginning because he always was and always is. So he never started. It would have been around when the children started. So whenever the first child was born would have been the first time the children started coming to Jesus.
Okay. When did you started going to your family?
I started going to my family, I think 2 days after I was born. They released me from the hospital because they said there was nothing else they could do for me.
Well, what did your mom say when they didn't have so much stuff when you had to go to a different doctor?
Well, my mom didn't believe that there was nothing more they could do for me, so she took me to a super doctor, and he looked at me and said that I was unfixable, but if we put a Band-Aid over my boo-boos, that no one would notice how horribly disfigured I was.
Okay, Bruce.
Yes.
When did you started going to my wedding?
I started going to your wedding. Well, remember, I was at my wedding. So I started going to your wedding. Well, I went to your second wedding, not your first wedding, and I went to your fourth wedding. But I may come to your seventh wedding if I can get rid of the donkey that is trapped in my basement.
Yeah, but I'm making everybody go out of my house so you could come here every day because I want the people to go in your wedding, so I figured you could be my prince all day because if my prince was back, you could go back to your wedding when I started again, the people back to my wedding.
Okay, that'll be awesome.
And then you could be all alone.
Yep, all alone in your castle.
Yep. And share my toys instead of my mom because my mom wants to be here, so she was going to stay here.
Okay.
So
Well,
there she is in the middle.
Well, hello, Mom. It's nice to meet you. Well, I thank you very much for this interview. It was a pleasure meeting you again, Cinderella, and I can't wait to come to your house.
And I can't wait to go to yours wedding because I don't have my prince because my prince won't marry me as I don't come to your wedding because I'll need you to be my prince and there won't be any prince because